So the announcement today, the reason why we're here in the Model and Simulation Center, Amazon is launching 2 new operation facilities in Suffolk and Chesapeake, creating a total of 1,500 new full-time jobs. I'm going to repeat that too. 1,500 new full-time jobs. Amazon will establish a new 650,000 square foot processing center in Chesapeake, which will house 500 new jobs. Senator Spruill, I appreciate you being here and being awake this morning, so that's good. It's good. Amazon also will build a multi-story robotics fulfillment center in Suffolk, which will employ 1,000 new workers. We have a little rivalry here, I see, between Chesapeake and that's a good thing, Secretary Ball. And just to reinforce, both of these facilities are expected to launch in 2021. So, in closing, I want to remind you of something that we have talked about for a long time, and that is the importance of diversifying our economy. You all understand that. You know, for years, for decades, we have been dependent on the military and government contracting, and we always will be, but we need to diversify. We need to look at STEM jobs. We need to look at career paths like cybersecurity and unmanned aerial systems and the maritime industry and biotechnology, and together we can do that and bring these industries to Hampton Roads, and that will certainly benefit Hampton Roads and also benefit the Commonwealth of Virginia. So again, to all of you that are here this morning, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for working together. Thank you for putting the politics aside and at the end of the day doing what's in the best interest of Virginia. You know, I'm biased, as you might imagine, but we live in the best Commonwealth, in the best country in the world, and at the end of the day, we really want Virginia to be a place where people want to come and work and live and raise their families and really enjoy a great quality of life. So without further ado, Ardeen, if you could join me at the podium. This is also a first, and following up on Secretary Ball's comments, and I'm not going to bring both of them up at the same time, but we have 2 Virginia flags.
Wow.
One for your facility in Chesapeake and one for your facility in Suffolk. But these have proudly flown over the Capitol in Richmond, and we want to present these to you, and we hope that you will find a place to proudly display them as well. But I just, again, on behalf of Virginia, we appreciate what you do here, and we will do everything that we can to make sure that Amazon is successful in the upcoming years. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor Northam. On behalf of Amazon, I just want to say I hope that we can continue to live up to the kind words that you shared, and that we will continue to be good neighbors in the community. Thank you all for coming. My name is Ardeen Williams. I lead workforce development for Amazon. And I really thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the announcement of Amazon's newest facilities and investments here in Hampton Roads. It isn't often that we get the opportunity to announce and launch 2 facilities in one community. And as I look around the room, there are lots of familiar faces, there are some new ones, and it looks like there's as much excitement in the room with all of you as there is with me, and having the privilege to be here today to talk about this. These represent many firsts for us, also for Hampton Roads, the community, Commonwealth of Virginia, and for Amazon. But we couldn't have done this without strong partnership, collaboration, and support from the Commonwealth, our regional and local leaders, and diligent work from economic development and our community and business leaders. Specifically, I want to make sure that we acknowledge Governor Northam and our state and local economic development partners, and the elected officials in Chesapeake, Suffolk, and Hampton Roads. Some of you, you'll be hearing from some of those folks this morning. We like to celebrate firsts at Amazon, As a relatively young company, we sold our first book in 1995, which was nearly 25 years ago. And we like to celebrate experimentation and innovation, and you'll hear a little bit about that this morning in the facilities that we're announcing. We have a Prime Now hub in Virginia Beach, but our announcement today brings our first large-scale fulfillment operations into the region. This is also a first for the Commonwealth of Virginia. We're proud to have a robust fulfillment network here, as the governor mentioned. It comprises more than 10 fulfillment, sortation, and delivery centers. And the operations in Suffolk and Chesapeake are both a first of their kind for the Commonwealth, and they're going to have state-of-the-art technology. The new 650 square foot operations facility in Chesapeake will power the first step in Amazon's fulfillment network. At this facility, more than 500 full-time associates will process bulk goods that come in and break them down into smaller orders so that those get spread out across the broader fulfillment network. Those then head out on trucks for other networks and feed our supply chain. A multi-floor robotics fulfillment in Suffolk will be our first robotics fulfillment center in Virginia. It's also the newest generation of robotics fulfillment centers. Employees at this facility will work alongside robots to safely and efficiently pick, pack, and ship smaller customer orders, such as books, electronics, toys, and household goods. Robotics play an important role in helping make jobs easier, safer, and more efficient. But their appearance sometimes surprises people. I certainly can tell you that they weren't what I expected. And so to celebrate this milestone, we actually asked a robot to come along with us today so that we could make an introduction. So Governor Northam, could I ask you to come up and help me unveil and introduce our robot? You want to come on this side? So if you want to just pull the cloth off.
Am I ready?
So maybe not what everybody expected. It certainly was what I mean, it was like, where are the arms? But these robots play an important part in moving goods around so that our associates, they actually bring the goods from the floor over to the associates so that it's much easier to pick and pack and order. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So this is, again, one of 200,000 robotic drives. Imagine if that were a vacuum, how well it could do. Amazon will create, with these two state-of-the-art facilities, as the governor said, 1,500 full-time jobs. These jobs offer industry-leading pay of $15 an hour with comprehensive benefits from day one. The same benefits that I receive: health, medical, dental, vision, a 401k with a match, and innovative parental leave of up to 20 weeks that an employee can share with a spouse or partner who may not have leave. These kinds of benefits and pay ensure that our employees can succeed. We also believe that as an employer, we have a role to play in creating good jobs. And those good jobs comprise three things. I mentioned a minimum wage of $15, robust benefits from day one, and programs that support long-term career growth. And at Amazon, we want to help our employees get the skills they need for today's and tomorrow's jobs. Last year, Amazon announced our Upskilling 2025 pledge. We announced that we were going to invest more than $700 million to provide workforce development, training, and opportunities for more than 100,000 employees in the United States. These programs help Amazonians of all backgrounds access the training they need to move into highly skilled roles in their local communities, whether or not those careers are inside Amazon. My favorite program is Career Choice. This is an innovative first dollar program. Through Career Choice, Amazon prepays up to 95% of tuition for courses, certificates, and two-year degrees in in-demand jobs in the local community. And that means that they may not be inside Amazon. We'd love to train folks for jobs inside the company. In many cases, the best option that interests the associate may be outside the company. Since the program's launched, more than 25,000 employees have taken advantage of the program and pursued training and certificates and two-year degrees in IT, healthcare, transportation, and skilled trades, to name a few. Today is a great example of what everyone knows. Successful workforce development is not about one locality. It's about a region. It's about extending and diversifying the economy. It's about reaching out and ensuring that our transitioning veterans that have such a tremendous impact on our economy here can integrate into the workforce and remain in the Commonwealth and continue to contribute to that economy. And so we're excited that those partnerships have made it possible for us to build these facilities here. We believe strongly in supporting our employees' long-term career goals and investing in the continued growth of the communities in which we operate. The employees that we train as they move outside of Amazon become an important skilled pipeline for jobs in the community that grow up around the centers that we build. And what better way to highlight what's possible than to hear from one of our associates? Today I'm proud to introduce you to one of our Career Choice graduates, Omar Al-Awazi. Omar joined Amazon as a Fulfillment Center associate in 2014. In 2015, he decided to join the Career Choice program. Omar took advantage of the program to obtain not one, but 3 IT credentials. And this is important. The Career Choice program offers the flexibility for associates to stack credentials. Omar wasn't done at 1. He had the opportunity to attain 1 and then make the decision to continue to pursue his education to obtain a 2nd and then a 3rd. And that experience that he had in the Fulfillment Center, along with those stackable credentials, allowed him to transition to a new role. And I'm proud to share with you that Omar is currently working as an IT engineer for 2 of our operations centers here in Richmond. So please join me in welcoming Omar, who'll tell you a little bit about his experience.
Hello, everyone. My name is Omar Al-Azawi. I'm proud. I am resident for Virginia. I'm originally from Middle East, Iraq. I work under a U.S. Army contract, support U.S. Army over there from 2005 to 2009. I get the opportunity, okay, to come here to U.S. and start a new life. Thank you for having me here, and really I am proud Virginia resident. I start with Amazon nearly 6 years ago, and I start as a receiver, a regular associate, and I was so excited, okay, to work with Amazon because really I saw the technology infrastructure, okay, all the technology I want to see in my life, okay, I found it on the fulfillment center. And the first I learned about the Career Choice Program 2015, and I quickly realized how much Amazon truly believe in their employees and invest our future growth and professional development. I decided to enroll in Career Choice Program, and I have completed 3 Career Choice programs. I took computer science and information technology. I took network administration, and finally, recently, I took my network technician. I proud to call myself Career Choice graduate, and all of these courses provide me with wealth of knowledge. Worth of knowledge that enable me to add value. My experience with the Amazon Career Choice Program has really incredible, okay, help, especially the human resources team. It's extremely supportive because they work behind the scenes and to break all the barriers I faced, or any Amazonian employee, okay, they face. They work behind the scenes to help us, okay, to grow with this company. They truly understand the power of education. It can change, because education changed life, and they changed my life. I am IT support engineer now, working in two buildings, Ashland, and now we build the UVA 4. They assign this building for me to build it. Yeah, I am so happy, excited, okay. And today I come here to share love with you. I want to show some help or show some love, okay, for Career Choice program. Really, they helped me to change my life. Thank you for having me today, and thank you again.
Thank you, Omar. We're very fortunate to have your expertise supporting us in our buildings. We're proud to be a good employer, and we're just as committed to being good neighbors and community partners in the locations where we operate. We're looking forward to continuing to invest in the region, and we're very excited to become part of the fabric of the community of the Hampton Roads. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce an important leader here in the community, Mayor Rick West from the city of Chesapeake.
I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that I've had about 4 different versions of what my comments would be today, because I knew just a couple things. First of all, I knew there would be a lot of speakers, and we'd be saying pretty much the same thing. And so I thought I was at the end of the list of speakers, and so I prepared comments to be at the end, not the ditto. Everything was being said. And now I've sort of sat there beside Mayor Johnson trying to adjust those comments. And because I do see, and I know that many people are going to be saying the same common things. Number one, we're so thankful to Amazon for being here, for choosing Virginia, for choosing Chesapeake and Suffolk, and for creating so many jobs, because that's what it's about to us on the state level, regional level, and local level. You know, it is true, Governor, there is a little bit of rivalry here. You know, I'm not going to stand up here and lie to you. We were pushing hard to get that 1,000-job facilities, no doubt about that. But here's the difference. You know, the old days, I think mayors would have probably fought and had a lot of pushing, and nothing would have been done. But today, I celebrate with Suffolk for 1,000 jobs, and I know you celebrate. And you know, the thing is, it would not have been possible for either facility had it not been for our cooperation in expanding Portsmouth Boulevard to create these facilities. And speaking of, I see Pete Coterides here. Pete has a developer here in Hampton Roads who made it possible to create the site that we have in Chesapeake to offer up in this thing. I see all of my fellow council. I'd like for you all to just stand. Just in Chesapeake council members, please stand. Yeah. These are the folks that are behind us and making these decisions for economic development. You know, one of the things that I saw this morning just coming from Chesapeake, even though there's a lot of evidence that regional cooperation works, and this is probably the biggest. But as I rode from Chesapeake to Suffolk, I rode across the high-rise bridge and I saw the pilots. I rode down 64 and I saw the bulldozers and the dirt moving and the widening of 64. And then coming here, it's just so thrilling to me as the mayor of the city of Chesapeake to know that we're part of a region that is moving forward, and we're seeing a new day. There is no doubt that 757 will be united. 757 will be competing with other regions throughout our country, and we will indeed be great. So I do want to thank you all for being here, and I don't want to take too much time because I know you have a lot of other speakers, but I do want to introduce our next speaker and my friend and colleague of the Mayor of Suffolk, Mayor Johnson.
Well, good morning, everyone. Governor Northam, welcome to 757. We are so happy to have you here. And I just want to take a moment just to kind of ditto a lot of what Mayor West has said. Thank you. Because the truth of the matter is, this wouldn't happen without the regional cooperation that has gone on. One of the things just a little thing that we were thinking, Norfolk has played a part in this, in infrastructure, and there's so many ways that we could say that the entire region gets to share this wonderful day. Now I can tell everybody why the dump trucks are driving into Northgate Commerce Park every day. And believe me, all of my council members will say, we all get those questions every day. I want to begin by welcoming again our governor, Delegate Jenkins, Delegate Heretic, Secretary Ball, Mayor West, the Chesapeake City Council, Vice President Williams, and Dr. Tanner. I also want to welcome Senator Spruill, Delegate Hayes, Delegate Brewer, and if I'm leaving anyone else out that comes from Richmond, please raise your hand. I said Delegate Brewer, we got that. So I also want to recognize Doug Smith in the back there, he's the executive director of HREDA. Again, all of this comes together, and it all has to work together. This is an exciting day, and I want to thank Amazon for your investment and, more importantly, for your confidence in our community. We truly do believe that we are on the cusp of great things in Hampton Roads 757, and we thank you so much for being a partner in that. That is so important to us. The site selection process, it doesn't happen overnight, as many of you know, and the truth of the matter that it's been almost 30 years in the making at Northgate Commerce Park. The decision to assemble and invest in what we today call Northgate Commerce Park was a multi-decade commitment that has included many partners through years, including our Economic Development Authority, our City Council, our city staff, and Upton Farms, just to name a few. There's also been some things that had to happen along the way for us to make a few changes to have this large building in our city, which we're going to talk about that. But I would like to ask our City Council, Suffolk City Council, they're all here today, to please stand. And I thank them every day for their leadership and what we're doing in the community. Without Hampton Roads continued with their Hampton Roads westward expansion, it was a matter of time that we knew long ago that Northgate would happen. And I have to be honest, when we started developing it, we never foresaw this company. The Amazon building, which will be the largest industrial building in Virginia, with 90 feet tall, multi-story. Just put that in perspective. For Suffolk, that's huge. And a robotics fulfillment center, and I have to tell you, that's not what I expected it to look like, but it's exciting. We know a great project when we see it, and that's why the members of this City Council approved 4 code modifications for this project to happen. I would like to thank you again for your confidence and your patience and for all of it, what it has taken to make this happen today. I want to also recognize and thank the City of Chesapeake and VDOT for the partnership and the investment in the Nansemond Parkway, Portsmouth Boulevard. Believe it or not, we had a dual ribbon cutting on that facility. So it is a time in Hampton Roads when we are all dedicated to working together. Working as a mayor is an honor and a privilege, and it is about your city, but today it's also about your region. And as you see all the transportation projects that have been mentioned, and more coming, we are very, very excited about everything that is happening in our region. We know that with the Commonwealth partners, with everyone working together, there's no reason that this region won't just jump to the front. And that's what we're expecting to happen. It is a tremendous day as we celebrate impressive projects by an amazing company. And I think I probably bought that book in 1995. So we look forward to the partnership with Amazon. We look forward to working and committing to economic development throughout the region. We look forward to making Hampton Roads the very best that it can possibly do. And it is now my honor and privilege to bring forth Delegate Clinton Jenkins, who's just coming back from Richmond. This is his first time up there, and we are proud to have him. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start out by asking all of the state elected officials to stand, please. No, I'm very fortunate. I feel like I'm getting the best of 2 worlds. I represent the majority of Suffolk, and I represent a slither of Chesapeake. So I'm getting the best of 2 worlds. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for what God is doing in the life of Virginians. and how he is working through our governor, his fortitude and determination to lead and doing such a great job in the state of Virginia. We thank you for it. I do want to say that we are pleased. I'm going to stick with my speech, okay? I'm not going to change mine. But we're pleased to have Amazon in the city of Suffolk and the city of Chesapeake. The creation of new jobs with benefits plus additional jobs in constructions and services is always welcoming. Suffolk has the diverse workforce and the job training programs to meet Amazon's employment needs. Amazon brings jobs to Suffolk is an example of how the city of Suffolk benefits from Hampton Roads working together. So we're thankful to Amazon for their commitment and their determination as they invest in Virginians, in communities, and in the citizens living in this area. So thank you again for what you're doing, and we appreciate the regional concept. I always do this to my friend. I always do this to him because that's how close we are. But at this time, I want to introduce a good friend of mine who has stuck with me for the last couple of months and allowed me to hang out in his office, the delegate from the 79th District from the Virginia House of Delegates, Mr. Hurd.
Governor, Secretary Ball, friends at Amazon, ladies and gentlemen, as Mayor West noted just a few minutes ago, it's a little challenging to be the cleanup speaker. But let me just take a moment to echo the sentiment that we've heard for everyone speaking now, and that is thank you. Is that my cue to stop? First, I want to say thank you to Amazon. You are the neighbor, you are the partner, you are, what we and local and state government have worked so hard to bring to Virginia. You're bringing us 50,000 jobs, direct and indirect. You're bringing us over $11 billion to our state domestic product. You're bringing over $35 billion in investment to our Commonwealth. And more than that, and one thing that hasn't been mentioned yet, which I'm delighted to say since I sit on the Energy Subcommittee of the House, you're bringing 6 new solar farms to Virginia to purchase the clean energy that we and my colleagues in the House and the Senate want to bring to Virginia. You are a leader in helping us help Virginia in bringing up about a clean new economy, and bless you for that. To my friends in the government and in business, thank you. Because without the collaboration from the state government, local government, business leaders, this would not have happened. Our leaders, present and past, have stood together for many, many years to make this all come together in the way that it has today. It's taken a lot of years and a lot of collaboration to develop our ports to being one of the largest, most innovative, and most cutting edge in the world. And John Reinhardt, our director of the Virginia Port Authority, is with us today. It has taken years to put our transportation infrastructure into a place where we can move products from the Port of Virginia to the Midwest in 40 hours. Think about that. And that is not by truck, tractor, trailer. That is by rail and other means. It is in thanking local government, too, the members of city councils, the members of the economic development departments, the day-to-day, month-to-month, week-to-week effort that bring us to this place. And one final thing, and Mayor West has asked me to mention this as well. Sometimes it's the unseen that helps bring about these successes. And one of those unseen things I would mention is the effort that Mayor Kenneth Alexander and the Norfolk City Council has put in to help clear the way for Chesapeake to get its project. That's regional collaboration. That is what we in the 757 call home. So with that, Governor, Secretary, Amazon, I will say it one last time, but we will say it every day for a very, very long time. Thank you. Yeah.
This has been an impressive slate of speakers, and I'd like to echo their thanks to all those who are involved in making this happen. But as an educator, I have to say that Omar really brought home why this is so important. because of the opportunity that companies like Amazon bring to our people. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everyone who presented today. Thank you, Amazon, for making such an investment in all of us. Have a great day.